Hello out there, we're on the air, it's hockey night tonight. Tension grows, the whistle blows, and the puck goes down the ice. The goalie jumps and the players bump and the fans all go insane. Someone roars, Bobby scores at the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game. Oh, the good old hockey game is the best game you can name. And the best game you can name is the good old hockey game.
Hello out there, we're on the air. It's the Hockey Happy Hour. Wade Gordon here in the Hamilton, Ontario studios. Game 4, Philippe Petlanier has suffered only one defeat, as has his side, the Chicoutimi Brigade. This entire playoffs, they face off against Jean-Yves Laverdure in net for the Chilliwack Kernels. The puck is about to drop. Game 4 is about to be underway here in Saguenay, Quebec, with the Chicoutimi Brigade taking a 2-1 lead in this series. After dropping Game 1 to the Chilliwack Kernels, they have come back with a massive 6-3 victory. Took a 4-0 lead in Game 3. First game played here in Quebec of the series. Vadim Venis with a shot right off the bat, and Thantito takes it right off the pad of Petlanier and back up ice. Chicoutimi started. Here's Filian Plant trying to slide it in. Collision in front of net. Laverdure sits on it. And it's a face-off in the Chilliwack zone. Game 3 was a back-and-forth affair. Chicoutimi started with a 4-0 lead. 3 goals in the first. Started off the second period with another goal. Chilliwack came back in the third. 3 unanswered. That's a big shot by Filian Plant. And Laverdure will hang on to it. Chilliwack got it within 1 goal, 4-3 for most of the third period as well. But then a goal from Patrick Linson with a minute to go in the third period opened up the lead to 2 again. An empty netter made it 6-3, and Chicoutimi took Game 3. They are 2 wins away from championship glory and hoisting that trophy. And big collision near side of the boards, and coming away with it are the Brigade. It's a 2-on-1 trying to collect their teammates. And a big hit just sort of stopped it as well. And here's Paul Cluck retrieving it as Yves Leclerc sort of tumbles over another player. Collisions at mid-ice. And here comes Lam Sublek looking to cross ice pass to Cluck. Cannot get the shot off. Kevin Chalette cleans up in front of net. And here he comes. He's got help from Filian Plant. Just barely beating the offside there. And Patrick Linson's shot is right point blank in front of Jean-Yves Laverdure. He'll sit on it. And we saw Mike Labanage here. We now see Glenn Goguette. They are the top 2 in these playoffs as it comes to points. Goguette, 5 goals for the Brigade. Labanage, 7. But on points, they are 1 and 2. Here comes all by himself. Well, he has support with David Bromang. But great tracking back by the Brigade. Here's Patrick Linson, gets it poked away at the blue line. Patrice O'Donk back up the ice for the Kernels. Finds it to Droindl. Shot is right at the pads of Petlanier. Ovino gets a tumble down to the ice. And here's Landulkar up to Cloutier. Cloutier gets it poked away from him. And here comes Kevin Saw yet again. Gets it poked away by Steve Baloney. Cross ice to Cloutier. Cloutier keeps it in his own zone for just a minute. And this is a game. The second you start to do that, you don't move it right back up the ice. A team like the Chilliwack Kernels will just pressure you and make it a hard time for you to get out of your zone. And you'll feel a hit like that. There's Carban with a shot. Just skirts across the pad of Laverdure. Out of the near side. Here come the Kernels yet again. led by Yves Vesseril to Ronnie Dupree. Labanarge's shot, I think it's a teammate's leg. And right back on defense are the Kernels to get possession back. That was Francois Joindels with a fantastic poke away. But again, and well, Dupree was right there, I think. I believe it was Dupree. It might have been Vesseril. To get possession back. Jackie with a good forecheck, but here's Yves Vesseril yet again. Here's Presslane, follows him the whole way, takes it off the stick, and back up the ice come the Fur Brigade. Back and forth action so far, no score. 9:07 left to go in the first period. Game 4 of the finals. Here's Ken Reddy, just floats it and doesn't even have enough of a float to really cause any trouble. I think he got hit in the process of that, and a big shot off the one-timer. Langlois' shot is blocked by Petlanier. Tries to feed it in front of Plurley, and he is stopped by Petlanier. Back up ice come Chicoutimi. Big hit right at the blue line on Patrick Linson, and it causes an offside. A lot of action back and forth, up and down the ice, these two teams. For playing as many games as they both have in this playoffs in such a short amount of time, they really have the well, either they're too inebriated to know, or they just have amazing conditioning. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle, perhaps. But here's Presslane cross ice to Glenn Goguette. Top line buck out there for the Fur Brigade. Goguette and Plant. That is the matchup that Chilliwack has tried to stop so far to limited success. And here's Benoit Pouffoy to Thanthedo. Goguette into Leclerc, and he puts it right at the pads of Labrador, and back up the ice come the Chilliwack Kernels on Doe, I believe. Excuse me, Ridgerow. And big hit. Oh, a hit by Vadim Venice in the neutral zone. Back up comes Lam Sublek. He gets just lands it up against the boards. Dupree fighting it off with Thanthedo. Thedo with the hold, and in comes Leclerc to try to clear it out. And back up ice comes the Fur Brigade. Di Bologna to Pierre Toussignas, trying to find an outlet. Thanthedo at the point, puts it right at Labrador. He'll cradle it in his hand and stop things up for a face-off in the Chilliwack zone. 4:18 to go in the first period. No score in Game 4. We will either have Chicoutimi after today, 1 win away, or we will have a 3-game series to go. Chilliwack can get a win and give the home ice advantage back to themselves. 2 games remaining if necessary in Chilliwack. Games 5 and 7. Here is Toussignas again. And he's stopped, and Barf Guy will bring it back up the ice to Ronnie Dupree. Michael Labanarger, he's got options. He'll take it himself. And it goes right at Petlanier, who puts a glove on it. And Ben Theodore had to put the brakes on, or else he would have gone tumbling over his goaltender's head. Not really a thing you find yourself calling in hockey just quite a bit, when a player will go tumbling over the head. Going ass over tea kettle like that. And here's Kevin Chalette bringing it up for the Fur Brigade again, and Essebesi scores! The home side breaks the seal for the first time today. Randy Essebesi. Goal number 4 of these playoffs. And this second line for Chicoutimi has been outstanding. Ovino and Linson with the assists, I believe. Shellett and Ovino with the assists. My beg your pardon on that one. I'm sorry for getting that one wrong. Here's Ovino, loses it, and that line is back out on the ice, and they are ready to keep the pressure going. Look at that. That is just Serge Ovino, and forcing a penalty. Well, he commits the penalty. He hooks him. And got a little too anxious there. There's going to be Chilliwack on the power play. I thought Ovino was being just aggressive enough, but I guess he got the stick in there, got the hook in. And they'll end the period with Chilliwack on the power play. 2 minutes, 1:32 left to go in the first period. Chilliwack down a goal. This is a good chance to tie things up before the period is over. Bromang wins the faceoff, tries to put multiple shots, gets his own rebound, and O'Donkett trips up and tries to get the loose puck. Poufele is holding it behind the net, but it's back out to Bromang. Tries to put a shot on, and Reddy will go ahead and dump it all the way down. Kills about the first minute of the power play. Up the ice again comes Bromang. He lets it go past the blue line, but takes a hit from Benoit Poufele. And it is dumped right back down. There's Dan Thiepel, who's still out there. Bromang again versus Thiedel, and Thiedel wins the battle yet again. That'll do it for the first period. 28 seconds left on the power play to start the second period. But the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade looking to go up 3-1 with a win today. They currently lead it after 20 minutes. It's 1-0. Thanks to Randy Esavesi's goal. We've got the second period coming for you in just a second. Right here from Saguenay, Quebec. Second period ready to get started. Jonathan Ovino, my mistake. Jonathan Ovino sits in the box for the remaining 28 seconds of the power play. Chicoutimi getting things started with a shot right off the face-off by by Cloutier. And there we see, look at all that highlighted in gold of members of the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade again. A 4-game sweep in the semifinals of the Red Deer. For Chilliwack, it was a bit harder. They had to go to Game 7 against the Oshawa Teeth and win 4 games in a row after dropping the first 3. Queening's shot is off target, but he also takes a tumble for his troubles. Here's Ovino fresh out the box. First minute of the second period, and Carban with the shot that just bounces off the skate of Laverdure. Ovino trying to feed it in, goes back out to Shellett. Pass around, and I think his target for the pass was on the deck, so unable to connect there. And here come the Chilliwack Kernels. Labenarger retrieves it after a hit was misplaced. Labenarger tries to put it in, goes wide, tried to center it in, and Dan Thiedel was there to give him a hard time. There's Yves Leclerc back up the ice. Leclerc cross ice to Shellett. Shellett gets it poked away, and here come the Kernels, and that is all by himself. That is Vadim Venice just taking it back up the ice and at least giving his side a chance to clear, change lines, but they're not going to do it. Venice again tries to dump it in, does not get a pass off. Leclerc is there to deliver a hit. Killian Plant puts somebody on the ice as well, and there is no extra support for Chilliwack at the moment. Barf Guy stands up and gets some good defense in there. Sharpley all alone in the Chicoutimi zone, takes a shot, cannot get the rebound. Ruslan Dulkar is there to keep that from having his Plant yet again. Plant takes a big hit up against the boards and back out to neutral ice. There's Owen Plurley, he's got some support if he can get a pass off, he tries to. It's on Quest, it's not on target. Langlois back from distance, and at the shot, I believe that was from Jim Ivish. There's a helmet on the ice somewhere up the top of the screen. Didn't see who got it. It's a Chilliwack helmet. It's definitely white. And Petlanier is going to stop play with a glove down after a series of offensive possession for the Kernels. None of those shots really. Oh, I can see why it went off the skate of Ogquist. That's why it wasn't a clean pass. It didn't actually touch a stick. It just kind of bounced off his skate. So I had to predict that one. Kevin Sauce and Steve Baloney with the face-off. Face-off is won by Chicoutimi, and out the zone they come. There's Toussaint. He's got help from Cloutier, but loses it, and Ivish back up the ice. Kevin Saw cross ice to O'Donkey, tries to go high, and it goes over the bar. And back behind the net. One-timer by, I believe that was Bromang. And back up the ice comes Steve Baloney and the Fur Brigade trying to find, well, he finally tries to find the net himself, but it goes right off the chest protector of Labrador and all the way back down the ice. Here's Benoit Pouffelet to retrieve it. Baloney back in his own zone, trying to get it up the ice again. But the Chilliwack Kernels are really just putting the pressure on. Only as far as neutral ice, and Vesseril takes a hit, but keeps it in the zone. Groindos falls to the ice. Pouffelet fighting with, that is Kevin Saw, I believe. 61, yeah. And Presslane ends up with it. Back up the ice, Steve Baloney has Presslane in his rear view, and doesn't have the Chilliwack defender in his rear view. Takes a hit from behind. Here's Ken Reddy. Oh, one-timer, and Key scores! It's 2-0. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade double their lead thanks to Jack Key. Ken Reddy fought for that puck. He made the turn, cross ice, nobody on Jack Key, and he just was able to finish it home without any sort of harassment. It is 2-0, and we've reached the halfway point of regulation. 9:35 to go in the second period. Game 4. Chicoutimi lead the series 2-1. They lead the game 2-0. Reddy up to Caraban. Loses it. Lanco back in neutral ice, and Chicoutimi will have to reset. That one slides free, and Francois Droindels brings it up ice. Looking to find some space. Can't even get an outlet off. That's Lan Dulkar giving everybody a hard time. He's outnumbered and still found a way to come up with the puck. Here's Caraban again, trying to cross the blue line, stopped by, I believe that was Ivish. And hits left and right here. Landulkar yet again, just another player that's just where he needs to be at all times. Ready, shot. Oh, I think that was Esabesi with the rebound right off the pads. And back up the ice come the Kernels. 6:30 to go in the second period. Chilliwack looking to find that first goal of the game. Queening, top line is in there right now. It's Dupree to Labanarger, back to Ivish. Ivish with the shot himself. Petlanier cradles it and stops play for a face-off. 5:45 to go. And this is the second line out there for Chicoutimi. Esavesi, Linson, and Ovino. The way they've been playing today, they are playing like a top line as well. Langlois taking the face-off here in the Chicoutimi zone against Linson. And Langlois wins the face-off, tries to put it right on net. It's stopped by Petlanier. Someone's lost a helmet on the Fur Brigade. Clearly, his rebound is stuffed, but he's still got it behind the net. He's trying to find somebody to tap it into. And the attempt was to Langlois again, but all alone coming up net is Jonathan Ovino. He is hit from behind by Jim Ivish, who finds the outlet to Barf Guy, to Randy Ogquist, and up comes the Chilliwack Kernels. Ogquist doesn't have anyone closing him down. Van Thiedel has lost a helmet, doesn't seem to be caring. He's just laying in hits to left and right to whoever he wants to. And offside is the call as it squirted past the blue line and was touched up. Well, action left and right. Look at Van Thiedel. No regard for his own cranial health and safety. He's back on the ice already for the Fur Brigade, who win the faceoff. Thiedel up to Leclerc. Takes it back into his own zone. Takes a hit for his troubles. And it's a stalemate at the moment. Squirted out to Venice. Ridgerow puts a shot. He scores! Off the pipe and in. Chilliwack get one back at the tail end of this, the second period. Pat Ridgerow. Ridgerow's first goal of the playoffs. And it's an important one for the away side. They are now only down by one. They're still finding themselves clawing back from a deficit. But what a wrister. Hits the post and taps it in. Lights the siren. It's a 2-1 hockey game with 3:03 to go in the second period. This is about the time that Chilliwack were making their comeback in the last game. Let's see how Chicoutimi respond. Leclerc and Thanthiedel takes a big hit from behind. Here comes Cluck back up ice. Sharpley finds Sablek to get the outlet. Lamb Sablek all alone in front of net. He's got some support. It's Sharpley to gain. Cross ice to Venice. Venice tries to put it in. It doesn't even get to the goaltender. And it's cleared back out into the zone, out of the zone. Cluck back up to Ridgerow. Back into the zone come the Kernels. Ridgerow again, but this time puts it low. Sablek tries to put it in and he scores! Lamb Sablek has been making attempt after attempt at goal for Chilliwack. His second goal of the playoffs. And who has the assist? Well, it was the first goal scorer, Pat Ridgerow. We are tied up here in the second period, 2 goals apiece. Chilliwack coming back in the tail end of this period. They have clawed back. It is all tied up. With 1:14 to go in the second period, Lamb Sablek ties this thing up for the Chilliwack Kernels, the number 1 seed, down 2-1 in this series. Coutier trying to respond, has a one-timer or two to Signas, and Lavordour is sitting on the puck. I think finally, yeah, he's trapped it long enough that the referee goes ahead and blows the whistle. So we're gonna have a face-off in the Chilliwack zone. Taking the face-off is Linson and Kevin Saw with 30.3 seconds to go. In the second period, we're all tied up. After 2 in a second, Esavesi to Ovino. Press lane, back around the, back behind the net. Romang and Ridgerow, I believe, clear it out, but they haven't cleared it out yet. It's just a big jumble of bodies, but it's taking time off the clock. And yes, we will come to the end of the second period with Chilliwack back in the momentum spot, in the driver's seat as far as this goes. We're tied at 2 after 2. It's game 4 of the championship finals. Chilliwack looking to tie the series up. Chicoutimi looking to go 1 game away from hoisting the trophy. The third period is coming at you in just a few moments. Clock is about to drop for the third period. This is Wade Gordon in the Hamilton, Ontario studios calling the action. That is taking place in Saguenay, Quebec. Between the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, the number 2 seed overall in these playoffs. And right off the bat, Lillian Plant puts it right at the net. And a tripping call is going to send the Fur Brigade on the power play to start the third period. Dan Queening is heading to the box. And yeah, he sort of takes a tumble or just throws his body and trips up the player. It'll be interesting. A power play to start things off for Chicoutimi.
Penalty to number 11. 2 minutes.
It's won by the Fur Brigade. Coutier, and he misplaces the pass, and Linson has to retrieve it back, but he's got a green and white jersey of Randy Ogquist right on his tail. Barf Guy is going to camp out, and here come the here comes the Kernels. Langlois loses it after taking a shot, and here comes Cloutier, 3-on-1, but here comes the support. Leclerc tries to put it in. Labrador will stop it, and Ogquist will take it back up ice for Langlois, who will happily give it up to Ogquist. Ogquist will take it and just hold it for a bit. Put it as a shot on net. 25 seconds ago on the tripping minor against Dan Queening. Make that 11 as Ogquist. He has been the star of this penalty kill for the Kernels, and he just, by laying prostrate on the ice after taking a hit, he has just jammed up the outlet and killed the penalty. So Randy Ogquist is gonna earn his plaudits on killing that penalty. And here come the Kernels. Oh, trying to feed it in was Sharplete, but there was no one there to finish off the one-timer. Sharplete's shot takes it himself. Petlanier will hold on to it. 16-14 to go in the third period. We are tied up at 2. The Fur Brigade, home side, scored first. First through Randy Essavesi. And I believe it was Jack Key. But Chilliwack answered back twice to tie it up. Come down from 2-0. And we are still tied at this very moment. 15:25 to go. And back up come the Fur Brigade. Shillett shot. Oh, it's bobbled and it's in, and he scores! Now, I don't know if that was another tap of a stick, or if Labrador might have made a meal of that himself. I think that might have just been getting his own rebound. Let's see it again. That was a bad angle. We couldn't see it. Shellett. Great pass from Leclerc. Shellett puts the shot on net. It hits off the thigh of Jean-Yves Labrador. It takes a bounce off the top of his thigh, and it goes in. And he won't care how it goes in. It is in. Chicoutimi have taken the lead with 15 minutes to go in the third period. Venice for Chilliwack tries to feed it. Jack Key intercepts it, and here comes Carban and the Fur Brigade. And this crowd is absolutely electric for the Fur Brigade. Offside is the call. Back to the neutral zone will go Ronnie Dupree. Across the blue line a little too early there. Face-off back in the... Well, the face-off's actually in the Chilliwack zone. Here we go, Dupree and Carbon with the face-off. It's won by the Fur Brigade. Shellett, cross-ice to Key. Theodle centers it to Ray to Key. Trying to go for number 2, and I think it took a deflection off the blocker of Labrador. Tries to feed it in again, and Labrador just stops him, and a hit sends him crashing down to the ice. Here's Dan Queening, gets it picked off him by Than Theodle. And back up the ice come Ready. All alone is as well, it was Cloutier. Oh, does a painful split on the way down. And it is held by Labrador. 12:48 to go. You can feel the adrenaline rushing through the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade bench. The nerves setting in. They know how close they are getting. The Bologna, well, I don't know exactly who might have won that face-off, to be fair. It's still with Chicoutimi. Tusinia still in the zone, takes a big hit, and Bromang gets it back out. Droindles brings it up ice. Now we're back to neutral ice. He crosses the center, dumps it in for someone to collect it. It ends up going to Bruce Landulker, who tumbles in the process. But here comes Cloutier all by himself. Takes a massive hit from Yves Vesseril. Back up again. Kevin Saw runs into his own player, Patrice O'Dunk. Interesting strategy there. Must have been a miscommunication. Here's Linson. Feeds it to Essavesi, looking for number 2, and he cannot. He just tries to find himself head first into the net. Back up the ice. Sublek will drop it back in. And retrieving it is Lanko. Up to Linson. Linson to Ovino. Ovino has it to Linson. Loses it, and Barf Guy gets it into the clearing. There's Jeff Sharplete, 2-on-2. Has Barf Guy to support. Takes a weird deflection and unable to do anything with it is, well, I think that was Bromang. But Petlanier just saw the weird bounce and puts a glove down on it. 9:08 to go in Game 4. And they will head back to British Columbia as it stands for Game 5 with a chance to hoist the trophy. Face-off ends up being won by the Chilliwack Kernels. One-timer by Cluck is blocked before it can even make it close to the net. Cluck gets his puck back. But can't see where the puck is. Yeah, it's still in the zone, but Goguet, after the cross-ice pass, is able to get it free. Here's Leclerc trying to hang on to it. Barf Guy comes in big, but is railroaded with a hit. And here comes Lam Sablek, dumps it into the zone. Chasing it down is Benoit Poufoulay, gets hit by Queening. And they both tumble to the ice. Back to Petlanier. He will hold down a glove on that puck. He didn't like what he was seeing. And will stop the play. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third period. Just some heavy hits. That was Barf Guy just getting railroaded by Filian Plant. He's just been everywhere for the Fur Brigade in this series. In the first 7 games, of course, not counting today. Oh, shot from distance. And Petlanier will hold on to it again. Chilliwack have not led this game for a single second yet. They gave up the first 2 goals, clawed back. And here's Dan Queening trying to put it in to tie it up. But Van Thiedel is right behind the net to help out his goaltender. Chalette loses it. Labernager point blank, and it's stopped by Petlanier. Here's Ridro to hang on to it right at the chest, and Goguet is there to sweep up. And outlet to Filian Plant. Takes it to neutral ice. Over to Goguet, trying to feed it in. Thiedel cannot break the plane of the blue line. Yves Leclerc back up ice, he comes. And again, it's poked free before they cross the blue line, and a potential offside. Now Chicoutimi have to wait as Leclerc was knocked down and had to get back up. Bologna passes it into Leclerc. Leclerc's shot is wide, but it's recovered by Chalette, and it stays in the zone. Bologna is there with Chalette. Gets it out to Dusignas. Dusignas loses it to Ronnie Dupree. And back up the ice come the Kernels. That was O'Donk to Bromang. Bromang by himself. Big skate save by Petlanier. Bromang again trying to find it in. Right to the glove of Petlanier. What a big save. Stand-up save at David Bromang's shot from point-blank range. Philippe Petlanier has been outstanding this entire playoffs. A goals against average of .324 through the first 7 games. He's been outstanding, and to say that he was of the 4 goaltenders who made it into the playoffs, he was ranked the lowest in the season. He has been the biggest rock for his team. Shot from distance, and it doesn't even get off. Steve Bologna clears it, and Jonathan Ovino holds it, looks for an outlet, tries to find Bologna in front of the net, and it does not get to his stick. Cloutier is hit from behind, and a back body drop of what I think was Patrice O'Donk. And here comes again. They opt for a line change, and Landulker will bring it back up here. Steve Bologna all by himself. Tries to find it, but we have a minute to go. Chilliwack trying to get their offense going. Lam Sablek tries to put the shot in, feeds it, and he gets it back. Jean-Yves Lavador has headed for the bench. Extra attacker is on for the Kernels. Charpleet, Sablek keeps it in. Charpleet tries to backhand it, and a big stop by Petlanier. These are a huge 36 seconds, and winning it back in neutral ice is the Kernels, but there are players down, and they can't make it into the zone because of offsides. Here comes Barf Guy, feeds it into Cluck. 24 seconds to go. And he's being held. Great defense by the Fur Brigade. And it's back out to Ken. Ready. Bologna takes it out of the zone. 14 seconds to go. Ridro dumps it in, and they go chasing. Langko is back there with it. He's losing it to Langlois. Langlois loses it in front of net. Press lane has it. 3, 2, 1. And we are going to Game 5 in British Columbia. with the Chicoutimi Fur Brigade, 1 win away from a CSPHLC championship trophy. They get an all-important third goal, and they get an all-important third win of the series. The crowd here in Quebec is absolutely mental for them. They are making so much noise, it is electric. They will have to watch from home if they cannot make their way all the way to Chilliwack at the West Coast for Game 5. We will see you in Game 5. It's just tomorrow. It's Chilliwack Kernels down 3-1 after losing today. The Chicoutimi Fur Brigade 1 win away from hoisting the trophy. Can they do it in 5 games? We'll find out next time. And let's do that hockey again, eh? Chicoutimi win it 3-2.